Hi everyone, and welcome again to your channel Mr. Quality World, and we are continuing our lectures in quality. In this session we're going to talk about cost of quality and the importance of the cost of quality and what is the cost of quality and where we can get benefits from this methodology, cost of quality. First of all, let us talk about the definition of cost of quality. Cost of quality is defined as a methodology that allows an organization to determine the extent to which its resources are used for activities that prevent poor quality, that appraise the quality of the organization's product or services, and that result from internal and external failure. So from this definition we can understand that this methodology is used to prevent such a type of failures that may facing our organization. Having such information allows an organization to determine the potential saving to be gained by implementing process improvement. So this type of improvement or this type of process we use it, or this type of methodology we use it to prevent any type of failure that may face our organization or our project, or what is the potential saving that to be gained by the implementing such type of process. This is the simplest definition of the COQ, or cost of quality. We have, if we need to go deep in the definition of the cost of quality, we're going to talk about the COQ diagram. Our COQ diagram here, we have total cost of quality. It divided in two types of costs: cost of good quality and cost of poor quality. Cost of good quality comes in prevention cost and appraisal cost. Cost of poor quality comes in internal failure costs and external failure cost. We're going to talk about each and every one of these types separately. Okay. During our speech about, during our talk about the cost of quality, we need to know there are two models of cost of quality which have been defined by Mr. Joran, one of the quality fathers here. The classical model of optimum quality cost. Here, this is the classical model, which is take cost and quality level and perfect quality, failure cost here and prevention cost, and optimum quality level and total cost. This is the classical model of optimum quality cost. And also here you found the new model of optimum quality cost, which have been defined also by Joran itself. What's the cost of poor quality? As per Joran definition for cost of poor quality, we're going to find that cost of poor quality, or COPQ, is defined as the cost associated with providing poor quality products or services. So whenever you deliver a poor quality products, that means this is a COPQ. There are three categories of this COPQ. First of all, appraisal costs are costs incurred to determine the degree of conformance to quality requirements. Number one, as we said, appraisal costs are costs incurred to determine the degree of conformance to quality requirements. Number two, internal failure costs are costs associated with defects found before the customer receives the product or service. External failure costs are costs associated with defect found after the customer receives the product or service. Quality related activities that incur costs may be divided into prevention cost, appraisal cost, and internal and external failure cost, or we can set as we said before here, we can set from our diagram cost of good quality and cost of bad or poor quality. Okay? We have also here cost of poor quality, COPQ iceberg. What's the meaning of this iceberg here, COPQ iceberg? We have a visible cost and we have a hidden cost, such as iceberg in the nature. The iceberg, when you see the tip of the iceberg, or when you see the top of the iceberg, the visible top of the iceberg, that means that there is a hidden part of the iceberg itself. So they inherited this definition from the nature itself here. We have visible costs such like customer returns, scrap, recalls, rework, waste, and testing costs. This is all a visible cost that we can find it in cost of poor quality. What about the hidden cost? The hidden cost examples that we have: excessive overtime, we have expediting costs, we have inventory shortages, unused capacity, planning delays, shipping delays, complaint handling, how we handling the complaint, lost sales, impact on brand, overdue receivables. And this is not only this is not cover all the hidden costs maybe we are facing in our organization. This is just a samples of the hidden cost and visible costs that we are facing in our organization as per cost of poor quality. Here we mentioned one of the visible costs is waste. As per the definition for lean, we're gonna found that we have 8 type of waste. What is this 8 type of waste as per definition in lean? We have defects, we have overproduction, we have waiting, we have unused talent, we have transportation, we have inventory, we have motion and extra processing as well. So this is waste is one of the visible costs that we found it as the definition here in the cost of poor quality. Let's first talk about the appraisal cost, which is one of the, as we said here, one of the appraisal cost, one of the cost of good quality. Okay. Appraisal costs are associated with measuring and monitoring activities related to quality. These costs are associated with the supplier and customer evaluation of purchased materials, processes, products, and services to ensure that they conform to specification. They could include verification, checking of incoming material, process, setup, and products against agreed specification, quality audits, confirmation that the quality system is functioning correctly, supplier rating, assessment, and approval of supplier of products and services. So we can just say about the appraisal cost that we are assuring that it's an assuring methodology that our products is come through multiple levels or multiple layers of checking, audits, and also rating for the supplier. When we're doing these activities during our assessing the our quality here, or during our checking our quality here, this is a type of appraisal cost. Internal failure cost. Internal failure cost is one of the cost of poor quality. Internal failure costs. Internal failure costs are incurred to remedy defects discovered before the product or service is delivered to the customer. Before we deliver the product to the customer, we found some internal defects. So this is type of internal failure cost. These costs occur when the result of work fail to reach design quality standard and are detected before they are transferred to the customer. So when we detect some failure or when we detect some malfunctioning in our product before we deliver the product, this is a type of internal failure cost. This could include, and it's not limited to, waste, scrap, rework, or rectification, failure of analysis. So waste, performance of unnecessary work, or holding of stock as a result of errors, poor organization or communication. You can find this on the definition of waste here, 8 waste of lean. We can get this from lean methodology. This 8 waste of lean here, we can understand the waste, 8 waste of lean clearly from this methodology. As we said, scrap, defective products of material that cannot be repaired, used, or sold. This is some scrap materials that, or scrap product, defective product that it can be repaired, used, or sold. This is defined as internal failure cost as well. Rework or rectification, correction of defective materials or errors. When we have a correction of defective material or errors, also this is defined as internal failure cost. Failure analysis, activity required to establish the cause of internal product or service failure. When we are chasing a root cause that require the root cause that give us the reason of these internal failures, or when we are making this analysis to understand this type of failure, this is also an internal failure cost defined for the cost of poor quality as well. External failure cost is also a type of cost of poor quality. External failure costs are incurred to remedy defect discovered by customers. We are not the part that discovered this type of failure. It's the customer itself, and this is one of the one of the worst type of cost of poor quality. This cost occur when the products or service that fail to reach design quality standard are not detected until after transfer to the customer. They could include repairs and servicing, warranty claims, complaints, and returns. If we are talking about this type of cost, either the good type of cost, the cost of good quality, or the cost of poor quality, we are finding here it almost focuses on the detection and the compliance of the requirements, compliance to the requirements. So when we are not when we are not detecting or checking our products correctly and applying all the required checking all the required inspections or the required, that means our material or our product or our service itself, it's gonna fail. So that's assuring to us that the inspection or checking or monitoring of our product or service, it's a mandatory here. Also, compliance to the requirement and the compliance to the specification is mandatory here as well. Prevention cost. Prevention costs is a type of cost of good quality. Prevention costs are incurred to prevent or avoid quality problems. These costs are associated with the design, implementation, and maintenance of the quality management system. They are planned and incurred before actual operation, and they could include product or service requirement, incoming establishment of specification for incoming materials, processes, finished products and services, quality planning, quality assurance. So from here we can say that this is quality planning, quality assurance, and training. We can mention something here about the from Joran Handbook of Quality as well. Here we can mention something here. Let me show you something here about Joran Handbook of Quality as well. Here. This is so important here to understand here the definition from Joran here. There's three, the trilogy, Joran trilogy applied to supplier relations. Here we have quality planning, the definition from Joran trilogy theory, the activity of developing the products and process required to meet customer needs. The process planning for supplier relations, the definition, the activity of identify customer need and analyzing and developing a sourcing strategy to meet those needs. Process number 2 from Joran trilogy is quality control, the activity of evaluating actual performance, comparing actual performance to goals, and taking action on the difference. Control of supplier relation. And the definition, the activity of evaluating supplier performance. We call this step here a pre-qualification. We have also number 3 from the trilogy here, Joran trilogy here. We have quality improvement, the activity of raising quality performance to unprecedented levels, improvement of supplier relation. This is from we find this in Joran Quality Handbook. Let's go back to our presentation here. Number 3 from the definition of from Joran definition of cost of quality. We have cost of quality and organizational objectives here. The cost of doing a quality job, conducting quality improvement, and achieving goal must be carefully managed so that the long-term effect of quality on the organization is desirable one. So all the activities that we are doing before or executing before the start of the work or start of manufacturing or producing any type of product has to be planned correctly, has to be managed correctly and properly to reach a good quality product. This cost must be true measure of the quality efforts, and they are best determined from an analysis of the cost of quality. Such an analysis provides a method of assessing the effectiveness of the management of quality and a means of determining problem areas, opportunities, saving, and action priorities. Cost of quality is also an important communication tool, as per Philip Cosby demonstrated that what a powerful tool it could be to raise awareness of the importance of quality. He referred to the measure as price of non-conformance and argued that organizations those to pay for good quality. So almost all the scientists that are talking about the cost of quality, they are mentioning the price of non-conformance. Many organizations will have true quality related cost as high as from 15 to 20% of sales revenue. Some gain as high as 40% of total operations, such as Motorola company. A general rule of thumb is that cost of poor quality in a thriving company will be about 10 to 15% of operations. Effective quality improvement program can reduce this substantially, thus making a direct contribution to profit. So we are focusing here, all the scientists are focusing on the price of non-conformance. Number 2 is cost of, number 6 here is cost of quality resources. If we talk about cost of quality resources here, using cost of quality to improve business result, since centering improvement efforts on cost of quality, CRC, centering CRS industries has reduced failure dollars as a percentage of sales and saved hundreds of thousands of dollars. Cost of quality. Why more organizations do not use it effectively? World Conference on Quality and Improvement. As per the Conference of Quality and Improvement, quality managers in organizations that do not track cost of quality cites as reasons a lack of management support for quality control, time and cost of quality tracking, lack of knowledge of how to track data, and lack of basic cost data. So from all this we understand one major thing here, that cost of quality is the most important methodology that used in each and every organization to track the best of practices for on quality field to achieve the proper quality, and also to give a right definition to the how to reduce the failure in quality products or failure in quality during executing any type of activities within the organization, and also give a definition to the, as we said before, definition to the price of the non-conformance. Cost of quality, which is the tip of the iceberg, as we defined before, quality progress. A Six Sigma initiative focused on reducing the cost of poor quality enables management to increased customer satisfaction and bottom line results. We're going to talk about Six Sigma as well on our coming sessions. We're going to talk about the Six Sigma, what's the Six Sigma, and what's the difference between Six Sigma methodology and the other methodologies such as Kaizen and the other methodologies that we are using in the quality control department, or in the quality control in general. Cost of quality, which collection system should be used, a World Conference on Quality and Improvement. This article identified the various COQ, cost of quality system available, and the benefits and disadvantages of using each systems. So as we all see here, this methodology, cost of quality, focuses on give a right definition to the cost of non-conformance and the price of non-conformance, and how to reduce the cost of poor quality in our organization, and how to maximize the cost of good quality in organization. You can find the references here on the Journal's Handbook of Quality, Volume 5 and 6, and also Handbook of Quality Management, the Complete Guide to Operational Excellency and Excellence, and Quality Control for Dummies, also the book for Bible of Quality Control, and also from the American Society of Quality ASQ. This is the end of our first lecture on cost of quality. We're going to take more examples on how to analyze the quality within our organization, how to give the right solution to the problems, or how to solve the much more problems within the organization, and how to reach good practices, and how to reach the best practices in our quality, and also how we applied cost of quality methodology correctly. Thank you, guys.